Indonesia. In its western province of Aceh, farmers have been cultivating patchouli for generations. The plant is highly sought after for its essential oil used in cosmetic products. But patchouli production in Aceh faces many challenges, despite its great potential as a source of livelihoods for agriculture communities. Growing up, Teuku Razwan saw his farming family struggle with unstable prices of the plant and a declining income. This forced him to leave Aceh in search of work. But his roots eventually called him back, and he returned to continue his family's legacy in patchouli farming.
Saya adalah petani nilam dan sudah menanam nilam dan memproduksi minyak nilam lebih kurang selama 2 tahun. Meski saya sudah sukses membudidayakan nilam, tapi kurangnya fasilitas penyulingan membuat saya sulit untuk memproduksi minyak nilam yang lebih banyak.
That was the case until Teuku Razwan obtained a loan to buy the equipment he needed to be able to distill, thanks to an ILO project to support the patchouli sector in partnership with the government of Switzerland, local constituents, and other partners.
Saya mendapatkan pinjaman dari bank dan membangun fasilitas penyulingan yang lebih besar, sehingga saya dan warga di sekitar dapat mempergunakan fasilitas ini dan bisa memberi pendapatan lebih kepada kami.
The ILO initiative supports financial inclusion, helping small farmers obtain loans, expand their business, and create jobs in the community. Through the project, Teuku Razwan and other patchouli farmers received training in financial literacy and management to help them better manage their businesses.
Dengan adanya pelatihan ini, mereka sekarang udah mencatat nih harian mereka habisnya berapa, sampai nanti per bulan. Orang ini ada juga buku harian, bulanan, sama mingguan juga ada gitu, Bu.
The My Nilam app, developed by the project, gives access to real-time market information which allows farmers to get better prices and banks to provide finance.
Nah, ketika perbankan itu kan sangat hati-hati dia di dalam memberi pembiayaan. Tapi dengan adanya My Nilam, dia bisa mendeteksi, dia bisa melihat data atau profil daripada petani tersebut. Apa benar ini petani ini ada bisnisnya nilamnya? Terdata nanti itu tanggal sekian dia jual sekian, ini sekian, lahannya ada sekian, lokasinya di sini dan seterusnya dan seterusnya.
The project's focus on financial inclusion is helping Indonesia progress towards achieving its economic goals.
Jadi salah satu target atau prioritas pemerintah itu salah satunya adalah bagaimana kita bisa meningkatkan akses pembiayaan bagi seluruh masyarakat kita gitu. Nah ini secara kuantitatif itu kita punya target juga, indikator inklusi keuangan harus dicapai. Di 2025 ini target kita ada 90%. Nah ini tentu butuh kerja keras semua pihak gitu ya, mempertimbangkan kita punya jumlah penduduk yang cukup besar gitu ya, kemudian juga punya sebaran geografis yang cukup challenging. Jadi antara satu daerah dengan daerah lain itu punya karakter yang berbeda, sehingga kalau hanya mengandalkan pemerintah mungkin itu tidak akan cukup gitu ya. Sehingga memang kami di kantor Kemenko Perekonomian ini menggandeng mitra-mitra utama untuk membantu kami di dalam hal program-program pengembangan inklusi keuangan maupun juga literasi keuangan. Nah, salah satunya adalah mitra utama kami di ILO.
We provide the access, but then that program, the impact program, provide the business proposal. So in a way, it matches the two very well. I hope we can not only continue this type of collaboration, but expand it at the same time.
Oleh karena itu, Serikat Pekerja melihat sektor nilam ini sangat penting dan sangat berarti bagi masyarakat dalam pengembangan nilam di Aceh, akan juga membantu menekan angka pengangguran dan potensi budidaya nilam ini akan banyak dilakukan oleh masyarakat karena memang punya nilai ekonomis.
Jadi secara umum minyak nilam itu sangat berkontribusi, terutama karena ada puluhan ribu petani yang terlibat. Jadi bukan hanya industri yang besar, tapi ini industri rakyat. Petani kecil, penyuling tradisional yang jumlahnya ribuan, itu terdampak langsung. Dan ini tanaman yang ditanam, hasil bumi Indonesia.
Access to capital is empowering farmers in Aceh and in Indonesia as a whole. And the digital space is connecting remote communities to global markets and driving sustainable growth.
Well, I think it's the future now. You have to have access to means, you have to know the price of the commodity, you have to know where you can sell it. I think it's, we're already digitalized, and I think it's now also to give the opportunity to others.
And once workers and businesses have such opportunities, their options can be endless.
I see a lot of happy farmers, women and men out there. I see a lot of happy children around. I see the local government that has taken tremendous ownership of this in terms of promoting it. Our ILO investment has been very small in comparison to the investment made by those key actors. So I think this issue of partnership is cannot be overstated, how this has happened. A genuine collaboration that has bred ownership and has led us to have confidence that this will go forward without us. And in fact, it's going to blossom even further.
Through their work, the ILO and its partners are empowering small businesses and farmers and doing so in sustainable ways. Since first joining the project, Teuku Razwan has seen his income grow. His plot is yielding more patchouli plants, and he finds himself imagining a better future for all.
Impian terbesar saya adalah mendapatkan pekerjaan yang layak, bukan hanya untuk saya dan keluarga saya, tapi untuk semua warga yang ada di wilayah ini, terutama untuk anak-anak muda yang milenial.